Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is MonkeyPutter with something a little bit different this time. This is going to be a look at the graphics, like a comparison between PGA Tour from EA Sports compared to the new PGA Tour 2K25 demo from 2K. So as you can see here on the left hand side, we've got the EA game, and on the right hand side we've got the 2K game. So we'll watch it through and just have a look at the actual comparisons. Now you will have to excuse me with regards to the general lighting. They are a little bit different, but that's only because I think I didn't change any weather conditions. They are both set to their default. So that's why the EA game may look a little bit darker. Now I found that on the whole they are very similar. I found that the vegetation, the grass, excuse me, the texture was very similar, both done to a high standard. But the one thing that really stood out, I think, for me was the detail of the crowd. Now I would say personally that the crowd in the EA game looked better, looked more detailed, but hopefully during this video we'll have a decent look as we go through. Now you can see that in the EA game I'm playing as Scotty Scheffler, but in the 2K game I'm playing as myself. I'm better looking than he is anyway. Who am I trying to kid? You can see there that the grass, but they both look so similar. I can't see much difference between the two, if I'll be honest. Now these have both been recorded on the PC version of the respective games. Now one reason why in the EA game I'm using Scotty Scheffler is because I originally purchased the game and played it on the PlayStation 5, and I had maxed my player out, got loads of attributes, extra clubs, etc. But when this game came out on Game Pass, I installed it on my PC at no extra cost. It was included with Game Pass Ultimate, and I haven't, to be honest with you, I haven't really played it, so I haven't been able to improve my player's attributes or anything like that. So that's why I've decided to go with Scotty Scheffler. Now the other thing I did notice as well, in terms of not only the graphics but the kind of the video sequences in between shots, the EA game seems to have an awful lot more, and as a result of that, when I came to edit this video in post-production, I had to cut a lot of the animations from the EA game, otherwise I just couldn't get the holes to sync up. So it took me a little while, but I've got them to sync more or less. They're not exactly the same, but they're kind of close enough. And obviously because the 2K game, the only option being, obviously at this stage it's only a demo, and as a result of that the only option we have is to play the back 9 at TPC Scottsdale. So that's what I've set Scotty Scheffler up to play in the EA game. So they're both playing the same course, the same holes, just so that we can have a bit of a comparison. Now that was a great putt hold by me there in the 2K game, and you'll notice it goes straight into an automatic replay. Now I like the replays, I think they're pretty cool. And you can see if you hit the LB button on your controller there, you can have a bit of a play with the with the replay. And somebody else mentioned, I noticed on social media, that what you can do with that, when you go into the replay, you can actually fly around the whole course if you wish, which I think works quite well. I haven't tried it myself. I saw somebody else do it. It looked a little bit clunky, but it does work. Now, what we don't know yet is whether in the full release of the game they will offer some sort of camera mode which would enable you to kind of fly around. Now, on the PC version of the game, it still works as it did in PGA Tour 2K23, and by that I mean you can use the F10 and the F11 keys so that you can fly around the course, take your screenshots or whatever you want to do, and that works in exactly the same way. So you can see here that there's not a great deal of difference, I don't think. I mean, the player graphics, I know that in the 2K demo at the moment I'm not using a playable pro, so we can't compare a true like for like, and obviously Scotty Scheffler is not in the roster at the moment, so I'm not able to match it up exactly, but you get an idea in terms of the detail of the character regardless of who they are and what they look like, and I think they're pretty equal. You can see there that my player, when I customise my player, he looks like he's put on a few pounds, and unfortunately I have put on a few pounds, so I tried to make him look a bit more like me in real life, which I think is a nice addition to the game. You couldn't do that in the previous version. Now, I wasn't really going to mention the gameplay, but one of the things that did annoy me with the EA game was the fact that you had to put the backspin or whatever spin you wanted, you had to put it on after you'd hit the golf ball, which obviously isn't realistic. But thankfully 2K have stuck to their original plan, in so much that the spin is determined by how you strike the golf ball, which is a lot more realistic. To be fair, both games both look really good, and I do think that if 2K can get the license for Augusta and the Masters and bring in some playable professionals, like I would love to see Rory McIlroy, Shane Lowry and Tommy Fleetwood. It'd be great to see those guys in it, but hopefully over time that will happen. Both with birdie putts here. Two great birdies. Now, somebody did ask me if I would create this type of video, and they specifically said for the PlayStation 5. Now, I'll be quite honest with you, I could do it on the PlayStation 5. However, the problem I find, as I found with this one, to do it properly, it does take a considerable amount of time, and I don't really have that much free time to do it, so I may not be able to do the PlayStation 5 comparison. But if I do get an opportunity, I will try and do that. So you can see there the texture is a little bit different. The grass on the EA game on the left hand side there potentially looks a little bit longer. Now, the other thing I want to point out as well is that just to make the game easier to play for the purposes of the demo, for the purposes of the video, I've set the difficulty level in the 2K demo to easy, only because I just wanted to keep the round flowing as it will be within the EA game. So please don't judge me on that. I'm not trying to cheat, I'm just trying to make the easiest possible video I can. Great shot there on 18 on 2K. I love the way he slams the club into the bag as well. Here's the replay of that shot. Just a couple of bounces and then in the hole. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. I hope you found the video useful. If you did, please hit that like button down below, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. Well, take care everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye now.